Hi you guys. Today this video is not gonna be as happy as normal. I was thinking for a while if I should upload this video because obviously the situation in the world has changed. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I did film some material for the end of February and the beginning of March, but I just didn't feel like it sits right with me to upload such video because I've recorded the makeup and some videos about my laser eye surgery, but I just feel like this is not the most important thing. So I decided like I do want to continue with my life on YouTube. It brings me a lot of joy and a lot of fun, and it keeps me focused on my life. So I just decided I need to come back at some point. I did give myself a little bit of break to process what I want to do. So today I would like to talk about the ways that you can help Ukraine. I know my platform is really tiny comparing to what's going on YouTube. If at least one of you is going to be influenced by this, then this video is definitely it makes sense for me to do that. I feel like I should be doing this, and I feel like because I'm so emotionally attached to this situation, I should address it on my YouTube channel that I treat seriously, and it's a genuine response from me. I'm gonna attach all the links down in the description box so you can access all the links. And one of the ways, I think the most popular way of helping people in general, not just the Ukrainian, is donating money. And I'm gonna link a few that I do donate myself. I know my friends and family members have donated. There's also going to be either Ukrainian Red Cross, UNICEF. I also would like you to have a look on a Gov.uk website because they give you some very good advice on how donation works, how to verify the donations, especially those online, how the law of donation works because they're also being restricted by law. There are also ways on how to protect your accounts from scammers and all that stuff. Also, if you don't feel financially secure to support the cause yourself because you do have a very difficult financial situation yourself, which after COVID is unfortunately a very common situation right now, I feel like you can either share the donations on your social media like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or you can make a video like I do on YouTube. You can make a TikTok video. Another thing which I think is great, and Facebook has been doing it for years, and I know people are doing it for their birthdays, but you can open a donation link on your own Facebook connected to the charities that you want to donate those money on. So basically you can open a donation. Let's say your goal is, I don't know, £200, okay? And you can open this donation and it's gonna show on your friend's wall, and they basically gonna just see the donation, and there will be, it's very easy for them to pay on that donation, and all the money you're gonna raise is going to be transferred to the charity. Another thing is, if you have some clothes, if you have some bedding, I'm sure if you have some nappies, I know some of you have children and you might have some stuffs that you've never used or you're not using anymore. I'm gonna attach links to some of the groups, for example in London. I'm just gonna attach the whole article that I have found this information for on, so you can see how does that work and see all the locations, because those locations are being spread in different parts of UK. You can also show your support on social media. I know that a lot of people have been ridiculing social media and the role that the social media plays in a social revolutions, social situations, social causes. But I really do think that if you're gonna show your support to Ukrainians on social media like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, that's really gonna make a change. And the reason why I think that is because a lot of Ukrainians have access to social media. So by seeing the worldwide support, if they're gonna see how the world is supporting them through the social media, because sometimes the only way to contact and to express your support towards Ukraine is through the social media, because you can't drive to Ukraine right now and tell Ukrainians how much you support them. But obviously we all are supporting Ukrainians. Show it on social media, show it, put a Ukrainian flag, put hashtags, Save Ukraine, Slava Ukraine, Slava Ukraini. Another thing why I think your vote and your tweet and your social media matters is now that we live in a cyber world, and a lot of the leaders around the world are interested in what you think. And from what I know, they even have people who analyze what's going on the internet to see how supportive people are of a certain person in politics. So I'm pretty sure it's like voting, you know? One person is not going to change anything, but a few or hundreds or thousands of tweets, hundreds of Instagram posts is going to change the world. In fact, I have found out about Russian invasion from Instagram post. Someone posted Ukrainian flag and they have written, "Unfortunately, this day has come." And then I knew, after all those YouTubers that were talking about the potential danger from Russia, that Ukraine has been invaded. Talking of social media, the other way you can support Ukrainians is to report trolls and report misinformation and fight with misinformation. There is still a lot of accounts that say that the word doesn't even exist, or people who try to turn the tables around by saying it's actually Ukrainian being attacking Russia, or although Russia didn't have choice by attack Ukraine because Ukrainians are bullying Russians in Ukraine. Like, there's a lot of misinformation. Just report it, okay? Don't be ignorant to it. There's a lot of social media, and from what I know, Twitter is really onto them, and they're really fighting with the misinformation. One of the huge misinformation in Poland, for example, that's really spread the panic was petrol prices going up because of the Russian invasion in Ukraine. And what happened is, which is insane, is that people rushed to the petrol station to get a cheap fuel, get a cheap petrol. And what happened is, because there was such a high desire for petrol, the prices started going up. So that was one of the things that was very harming misinformation. You know the story from COVID, right? Do you remember when people were buying toilet paper like crazy and was completely unnecessary? So you understand how the panic is working? They make you panic. So you, as a person who's panicking, you are creating the situation that you're panicking about. I'm gonna move on to the next point, which is cyber safety. So due to the economical situation in Russia, you are going to have a lot of Russian scams. And the reason for it is because people are either trying to look for the quick ways to cash in, or they're either trying to, or they're working and being paid for ruining the finances. So now, if you think it's ridiculous that Russian scammers are calling you, it's not that ridiculous, because they don't just work for one person. They have a data of thousands of people, and they try to find that one person to scam them. Because let me tell you this, the scammers, Russia, they need money right now, okay? They have data that they accessed by hacking huge companies that you relieve in that data to, and they're just using against you. Always check the email address, never click on suspicious links, never answer the phone calls from weird countries. What I usually do when I get the phone calls, I usually call them back, because if it's a scam, the responding device is not going to be the same, or it's going to like sound different if it's from abroad. I know, because I called my mom from UK to Poland, and I can hear that the signal is different. just be extra secure. Change your password every month on all the social media, especially on the emails, because if you lose your email, you won't be able to recover your account. So these are a few ways you can help Ukraine. From what I know, United Kingdom is not taking any refugees. Hello you guys, just a quick insert. I look different because I'm recording this insert when I'm editing this video, and since I filmed this video some things have changed. So United Kingdom is now accepting refugees from UK, and if you're willing to accept a refugee, Ukrainian refugee, you need to get in touch with the government and you need to apply. I know that government is not really helping you with the matching family or refugees, so you can contact a few charities that I will link the information below. Sorry, the light is changing because the sun is going behind the clouds and out. So and they will be able to help you with that and the whole process and the matching. There is a few regulations that maybe I won't include, but I will include the links in an article down below. So from what I know, if you are willing to take on the refugee, you obviously need to provide them with a roof over their head. From what I know, the shared bedrooms is not going to be available, so you need to provide them with an actual bedroom, with an actual room, separate room. As I said, the matching is not going to be done by the government, but you can contact the charities that are included in an article that I've just read. It's a Guardian article that I'm quoting in this video, so or paraphrasing in this video. I'm gonna attach that in the link below. If you are willing to get in touch with that, if you're willing to take on the refugee, you also need to remember that you are responsible for sponsoring them, and you're also responsible for their visa application. They need to have Ukrainian passport if they don't have that, because obviously a lot of people have to flee in a rush, or they didn't have time to apply for passport. A lot of people don't have passports. They need to contact the visa centers in the countries like Poland, Moldova. It basically needs to be done in those areas, but as I said, I'm going to include the article and the government website, and I'm also going to include the links to the charities that do support taking on refugees. I'm filming this video on 17th of March, so hopefully if anything's changing, I'm just gonna reply a new video updating you on what's gonna happen. So that's it guys, that's the only thing that I wanted to add. Okay, so I hope this video is going to influence at least one person who's going to donate the money or spread the love towards Ukrainian people. Just be kind to other people. We need it more than ever, especially after COVID, especially the isolation that a lot of us had to get through. I hope you're gonna have a great day. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you next week. Bye!